the real deal, man.
This is it.
Today is the day, isn't it? Big time championships playoffs game today.
Absolutely. Got a lot riding for the 49ers, the Eagles, the Bengals, and the Chiefs.
The legal Eagles, man, crazy awesome games today. Who you pulling for? Anybody?
I don't know, man. That early game's got a lot of
Who starts with it? It's 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. We got the Eagles and the 49ers, and I think
Okay.
that one's going to be a fantastic game. I think when you look
Yeah.
at the point spread, Vegas is saying, you know, it's going to be the Eagles. The Eagles have had a fantastic offense all season,
Yeah.
just mashing the ball down people's throats.
Huge.
But I like the
been very
49ers. I'm going to go ahead out
do.
there and I'm going
Yeah.
to say the 49ers
I
with
do too.
McCaffrey. He put in years of work, and I think those bruises and battle scars from Carolina are going to pan out for a San Fran win. How about
doubt.
you?
And he's the new QB's on San Fran too, right?
Yeah, Brock Purdy.
Rocky.
Yeah, for you card investors out there, this is also going to be pretty serious implications if you've made some investments or if you're looking to make some last-minute investments to try to catch that market upswing.
God, if he wins for the 49ers, it's going to be pretty awesome
Oh,
for
Zing!
investing
Zing!
potential.
Yes.
So for sure. And then the next game's
Yeah.
Bengals and
I think that Bengals
Chiefs.
and KC game is going to be also just a great game. You've got Mahomes, who looks like man, it looked like he broke his ankle last week. If anybody saw that replay, it was nasty. But again, he's able to do it from the pocket, scrambling and everything. He's going to be amazing. And Joe Burrow, not a lot you can say about that guy, or you know, him and
Against
Chase.
him, yeah.
That's a great connection, man. for years
how's
to come.
how's the Chiefs O-line?
So I think that Chiefs O-line will hold up. They got so many weapons, and Mahomes can get it out quick when he needs to.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Indeed.
Right.
Indeed.
But yeah, that's the big question today for the Chiefs Bengals is, you know, how well is that ankle going to hold up
Yeah.
for the whole game?
Indeed. Yeah, I
That's
think there's
the-
a lot. There's a lot riding. I mean, if you look at what Patrick Mahomes' cards have done, let's just take it to the card world for a second.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy's, you know, national treasures and some of his more rare editions are just, you know, they're up in the stratosphere. And you've already got baked in that he's going to win multiple Super Bowls. He's won one. He's been, you know, right at the brink of winning two. You know, what's that career going to play out like?
You're right. How about Burrows? Do you have any championships under his belt yet?
Yeah, Burrow, no championships.
Okay.
He's made it to the Super Bowl. The Rams, you know, kind of stole his breakfast last year.
Right.
But Burrow, he is very poised, a little cocky, for, you know, a little bit too much for some. But to me, I like the guy, right?
Yeah.
He did it at LSU. He's got the, you know, the college championship. He's going to try to get his first Super Bowl championship. And in that game, I actually like the Bengals. I think they're actually going to take them with the points.
No doubt. Looking at, you know, this is kind of a talking about, you know, this awesome game day today, but in my mind as a caveman investor, I'm thinking, what can I invest in tomorrow that'll help get on that graph going up, you know?
Yeah.
And we've got 4 QBs to talk about today that, you know, some are already stars and some are beginning to become even bigger. So, I mean, any
Right.
good QB is going to be a star card.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely.
But at least, like, talking Purdy, it's a Purdy card.
Yeah.
Then certainly his cards are less, his RCs.
Absolutely.
So that's what I want to kind of cover today and with you guys and get y'all's input. You know, who do you got, who's hot, and why do you think it's going to chart up when they win, you know, one of these wins the championship?
Yeah,
you know?
that's great, Mr. Caveman. I mean, I would say Brock Purdy has the most to gain. Again, outside of maybe a few
Right.
transactions in the last week where people are paying crazy amounts of money. I mean, they are going all in on green. Like if you play roulette, there's a lot of green bets right now on Purdy. You've seen his 101s go for crazy amounts of money, right? This is an unproven guy. With that said, being Mr. Irrelevant, last person drafted, he's almost got that next iteration of a Tom Brady story if he can execute. Let's think. He's got probably the best weapons of any of the 4 quarterbacks going into this, right? He's got the Debo, he's got Kittle, he's got McCaffrey, Ayuk. I mean, just an incredible arsenal that he's working with, right?
Yeah, right.
So if he's able to execute, and he was able to pull this off,
He did beat Dallas, my damn homeboys.
Oh, he did. He did.
Crushed them.
He did.
But yeah, I mean, they were strong as hell.
Yeah, I think Purdy, from an investment perspective, if you want to roll the roulette wheel, he has the most upside to gain. But again, when we're talking Purdy, we're also saying what happens next year, right? He is the 3rd quarterback on that roster, but if he wins the Super Bowl, it'd be hard to take him out. So I think Purdy value goes way up if he's able to close out against these 3 other fantastic proven quarterbacks.
No doubt. So, Caveman Kevy talking over here. I have not really bought any slabs in my life. I've never bought a slab.
Yeah.
That's a graded card to you new folk. But, so I'm really in the investment minded, right now, beyond buying these blind packs and wax boxes. What's the next hot star that isn't too much, right? Because we can talk Jordans and LeBrons all day long, but
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think, what can I buy under $2,000 or $1,000 that is a really nice card? It's a limited run, and I've got some good potential there, with these football that we're talking about today. And I think Purdy, I think I'm going to put him in my sights because I favor the Niners in the Eagles game. I don't know how in the hell they're going to overcome the Bings or the damn Chiefs.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
That is a tough one.
But they still got a chance, and they're still a great team. So you never know. But what happens if he pulls out a damn Super Bowl win? Unbelievable.
I don't think it's out of the realm that he can do this,
Right.
right? He's just got the weapons. And San Fran also has a very good defense. To your point, though, Kev, if you look at where you want to invest right now, some of these players are, I would say, priced in to be the Michael Jordans or the Tom Bradys, right? When you talk about Patrick Mahomes, he's a hobby favorite. His cards are, have always been high. Even after he, lost last year and didn't win a Super Bowl, his cards, took a slight dip. But again, he is looked at as the next generation Tom Brady. Now, whether or not that resume materializes, that's a story yet to be told. But when you go back to what you said, looking for a limited print run and who is in the range, I would say if you believe in Jalen Hurts or Purdy, they are still obtainable.
Right.
Right? I think there's bigger risk with those guys, but they are still obtainable.
Yeah, and that's the roll of the dice that a collector investor needs to think about is, do I just go ahead and throw in a gimme of Mahomes or the other one, Burrow?
Yeah.
That's a known fact that they're already pretty high. For a really good card, they're high. I mean, what's a rookie, like a hard-to-get card? 16 Gs?
For Burrow?
For either.
Oh, yeah, Burrow and Mahomes are, depending on if you're going into the, the deep neck of the woods
finest,
with the national treasures and all these,
okay.
Some of those, again, you don't know where that next card is going to sell. 6 figures, is probably where you're going to land on some of those very, very limited runs. Because think about this team. Every single card and every single player, if you get that very limited print run in a very high grade, there are the Jeff Bezoses of the world. There are people that have been very successful in business that might like these players. And guess what those whales are going to find? They are going to find the very best one, the very most limited one. So there is a market for that very, very high end. Probably out of our playing field, but Purdy would be one of those. If he turned into a Burrow or he turned into a Mahomes, you could get a massive return. But it's the riskiest one by no doubt.
Yeah.
If he can stay accurate for those 5 to 10 yards and let the guys do the work that have those physical skills, he's got a chance.
Unbelievable. So here's what I propose, and hopefully you guys can chime in on this one and participate with us. But what I'm thinking is, let's chart these 4 QBs right now, and we'll put it in the description and whatnot, and actually look it up on the computer.
Right.
Let's take the same base card type.
Yep.
We're not talking about crazy inserts and all these refractors and all that stuff.
Right.
So let's take a nice, good rookie RC base card, put the same mint factor on every one of the same. So we're gonna have to class up 17, 20, and 22 essentially.
Yep, we can do
So
it.
we got to match all those years up with the same series card, base card, rookie. Let's just stamp that right now, and we're going to look at that in a minute, and then we're going to go for after, not necessarily today's game, obviously, but let's go after right after market of the Super Bowl.
Right.
Let's say 3 days after the Super Bowl's finished, which is February sometime.
Yeah, sometime in February.
8th,
Yes.
something like that.
Something in February.
Is it Valentine's Day? But and let's compare that score values.
Yep.
All 4 QBs now.
Yep.
With different strengths and weaknesses. Then we're going to do like a timestamp of 3 months, 6 month outlook. Okay. This is our baseline.
Problem we got here is up here that 17 Mahomes is it's actually a 20 Mahomes, unfortunately, because of Mosaic.
And should we list the card types here, or does it matter? Are we gonna? Yeah, we need to probably.
We'll need to.
All right, what is that one? Do you remember?
That's a Mosaic. Yeah, Mosaic base. PSA 10. PSA 10 Mosaic. Same. And you can copy paste that for Hertz as well. And then Purdy's going to be a Mosaic raw. We'll take the PSA 10 off the hand. There you go.
And then we got Hertz going in at 55. And Purdy was at 40. All right, guys, so this gives us a good baseline for 129.23. Bring it in, y'all. We're getting ready to go into
Championship Sunday.
Playoffs.
Do it. It's good.
It's all good in the hood.